Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Jared Pali's Fragrance Reviews. Tonight we're going to be looking at a fragrance from the house of Aramis. This is Aramis Cool Blend EDT. So it's an eau de toilette concentration which came out in 2010. This is classified as an aromatic spicy scent. So Aramis Cool Blend is, I would say, a fragrance that flies under the radar. I think people that love the House of Aramis will be looking for it. They will know of it. But the average fragrance lover, this fragrance may be foreign to them. So this is Aramis's interpretation of, I guess you could say, a modern classic. It's definitely modern. It's contemporary. It's a pleasant scent. It no longer has the heavy vintage style of fragrance with the animalic notes. But like I said, I do not believe it is very well known in the mainstream. The fragrance as a whole is fairly simple, fairly linear, nothing groundbreaking, but I still consider it a solid scent that is very worthy if you like a lemon lime, which has some white floral notes and a touch spicy in terms of sweetness. And I believe, even though it's not in the breakdown, it does have some peppery notes in it. So I'm going to spray this on the back of my wrist and then we'll break down the scent profile. It's got a classic Aramis bottle. So for those of you that are not familiar with Aramis, they have some of the greatest fragrances ever made. They have about 6 or 7 that are absolute vintage classics. And then they have a whole line of some modern fragrances that are very good, but break away from their classical interpretation of the masculine fragrance. Spray in the back of my wrist. So initially, I take in some peppery notes, some definite lemon and lime, but this smooths out within a few minutes, and the peppery notes seem to disappear or take a back seat, and the fragrance is simply a lemon lime style of fragrance. But after about 15-20 minutes on the first dry down, you get some very nice white floral notes mixed in with the citrus and the emphasis on the lime. So this is a little bit of a unique blend that you don't get in a lot of fragrances, floral notes combined with citrus notes. You still have a little bit of the pepper coming back, but you do have some sweeter spices as well. Later on, this fragrance is still has a lemon lime mix. It's peppery and it still has the floral notes. So it doesn't change that much on the final dry down. Maybe a little more woodier or creamier, but that's about it. So from the initial spray to the first dry down to the late dry down, it's essentially the same. But I consider it very satisfying. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this scent. And if you like Aramis fragrances and if you can get a sample, I think this is worth trying. I don't know what the price will be where you live, but I got this for a very reasonable price in Canada. As for the notes, the top notes are bergamot, lime, and Amalfi lemon. The middle notes are jasmine, sage, cardamom, and cinnamon. And the base notes are sandalwood, leather, and amber. So I don't get really any amber or leather in this fragrance. If there is, it's so slight you don't even notice it. So again, it's lemon, lime, some peppery notes, and some sweet spices and floral notes. Those are the 3 main scent players in this fragrance. So performance on this, I was very happy with this. I got about 5 to 6 hours solid projection and wafts for the first 2 or 3 hours. This is a extremely pleasant and wearable fragrance that you can wear in almost any situation. This is a scent that is excellent for first dates and first impressions. So this is I would say like a professional signature style scent. I think young guys can wear it if they want to break the mold of the raunchy club, the loud scents that are stinky and sweet. So this is not a clubbing scent. This is more of a smoker's lounge scent or a nice party fragrance. So young gents can wear this, but I think you have to be more sophisticated because, like I said, this is not a clubbing or a raunchy fragrance. So at the end of the day, I give this 2 thumbs up. I think it's a real winner. and it's something that you should always try before you buy, but it shouldn't be overly expensive. I have heard that some people have had trouble finding Aramis Cool Blend, because I know a lot of their fragrances are becoming harder and harder to find, as supposedly Aramis was no longer making fragrances, but apparently they're still making fragrances. So that's something you're going to have to check online, because depending on who buys a company, they may continue the fragrances or discontinue them. So if you like this video, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell. Any comments or questions you have, leave them down below, and I'll always get back to you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.